I made a video right before this one. I said some stuff, but I want to correct myself, and I want to come at it in a different angle. I for the past couple of weeks, I'd say I've been kind of seeing some stuff, like in terms of just people's mindset that's around me. Not necessarily around me all the time, but just in certain scenarios and certain circumstances. Like certain people would be around me at that time that I would just look at and be like, okay, why do you think like that? Or why do you look like? Why do you look at life that way or look at situations that way? And it just really taught me to be more cutthroat in regards to who I keep around me and be more like be less nice in a sense about certain shit. Like you can't be nice or you can't always be respectful. Like in your life, bro, everyone who knows you or knows of you or met you is not gonna see you in one light. Like everybody isn't gonna see you as a nice guy. In somebody's life, I'm probably an evil prick. In somebody's life, I'm probably the greatest guy they ever met. In somebody's life, I'm probably a mysterious person. In someone's life, I'm probably that they see me too much. You know what I'm saying? In everybody's eyes, you're not gonna be the same. You're not gonna look the same. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like taking that into account makes me realize that I need to stop necessarily relying on the intuition of other people in regards to, like, let's say I'm around a certain type of people and I like look at someone I aspire to be or look at someone I respect. I shouldn't always adopt their mentality or try and emulate everything they're doing. Likewise with people who are not as big or who just want to advise me on certain things, I shouldn't adopt everything I see or hear or see, or I shouldn't adopt everything, because I realized that, like, you can't necessarily be perfect. You can't. There's no perfect way or right way to do everything. And at the same time, there's no one way to go about anything. Like I need to put that in my head that there's no one way to go about anything. There's no certain way. Like I see a lot of people who are blown up or doing well in certain industries, and I'm getting like, oh, maybe I should do it that way, or I see this way is actually kind of cool, or maybe I should try that. Now I'm like, nah, bro. Like really think about it, bro. They thought about their own process. They thought about their own way of going about certain shit. Like when they wanted to make music, they thought about, all right, this is the way I'm gonna do it, or this is the way I'm gonna sound, or this is the way I'm gonna talk, or certain people do YouTube videos. This is how I'm gonna come across, and this is how I'm gonna act. And I'm like, yo, why the hell am I gonna go about it trying to go about it their way? Like that doesn't even make sense. Cause at the end of the day, when I do well or it does well, I'm not gonna feel like myself. I'm gonna feel like them. Do you get what I'm saying? And I realized, like, bro, you can't all that sympathy shit, all that sad stuff where you're trying to be like people to have sympathy or sympathetic shit. Like that shit's dead, bro. Like you can't look at people for sympathy views or sympathy attention. Like, oh, I'm struggling, that's not gonna get you anywhere, bro. I feel like if you want something from life, you have to go and grab it. You have to grab it and you have to go get it. You know what I'm saying? You have to get it any means you see possible. Like it might not be like this, but you need to go and get it yourself. You need to go out of your comfort zone and get it. And that's one thing I'm learning. Like even with the camera I'm using to record my videos and stuff, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to record. Like I'm not the most confident, outspoken outside. I don't really step outside and make a lot of friends or try and be social. I'm not really a social person in terms of just like outside. I'm not really extroverted, right? To an extent, I'm not really extroverted, right? But at the same time, I'm not gonna let that stop me from picking up a camera and going outside, or you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be a vlogger in my area. I want people to know me, or he does YouTube. That's what I want to be known for. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be. Since I'm not a social person and I want to be a YouTuber, I'm not gonna let that me not being social stop me from being who I want to be. But in my head, I could take someone's advice and be like, you know what? Stick to what. Just be yourself, innit? Like if you're not, like, be yourself in the sense that you're not extroverted. Do something that doesn't require you to go outside, but like, this is what I need to do to get one to get to. This is what I need to do to be the person I want to be. Like, of course I'm going to do that. Of course I'm going to step outside. Of course I'm going to have to be uncomfortable. That's the only way, the way I see it, for me getting results anyway. Or even though I do end up seeing something that like will benefit me, I would only see that from being uncomfortable first. I wouldn't see that from sitting in my comfort zone or do what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to break out of your shell and start doing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but I feel like it's just shit that's been going on in my mind right now, and I feel like I need to just say it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I gotta say. But I hope you're having a great day. I do have a video coming up very, very soon, in like a couple of days, a day or two, some shit. Maybe tomorrow, to be fair. An actual vlog other than just being in this room. But you lot stay tuned for that. But other than that, you lot have a great day.